Welcome to the BumbleKast. I'm your host, Ian Flynn, the Bumble King, and joining me as always is my Bumble co-host, Kyle, JCRB Krause.
Hey, it's Wednesday, my dudes, and we have a heck of a show lined up for you. We got many, many questions, and it's going to be fun. So, yeah, keep listening.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Now that we've done the intro, are we running this on Wednesday, or are we going to make this a Friday and put all the minis in the middle?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. I refuse to change my ways, Ian.
Okay.
This is it.
You know what?
This is it.
This is what you do the uploading, whatever.
This is what we're going to do. This is how we're rolling now, buddy.
All right.
It's Wednesday or Friday, my dudes. You decide. Choose your own date. Choose your own adventure day. Whatever day you want it to be, it's that day. Because why not? Time is an illusion and does not matter anyway. So just make up a new day. Why not? Anyway, tell us about where these questions come from, Ian. Tell us these things while I am over here having I don't know what I'm having. I'm going to go over here for a while.
You're having a grand old time because we have so many questions from our patrons over at patreon.com/BumbleKast, Ko-fi.com/BumbleKast, and our YouTube members.
And don't forget also, we got a couple of YouTube super chats in here, some leftovers from our amazing monthly live stream that we do every month. That's why it's called a monthly live stream. Smart. Starting off with this one from Lord Van Oscuro. After watching Devil Artemis's videos, I'm wondering how you do a Neo Metal Sonic miniseries, as he is Sega's Cell. What shenanigans would he be put into, and who would he have as a sidekick, if any?
If you want to make him a full-on Cell analog and retread the biodata copying angle, then I'd say do the Hunt. Make that the main plot point. Start off Metal Sonic in his base form, and he needs some kind of input to morph into Neo Metal, and have him pursue that. You know, maybe Eggman doesn't want to use his biodata again. He had it twice. Don't get greedy. So he needs some kind of genius and drive, hunts down Tails, and transforms off of that. Have it be a matter of the hunt, and do you stop and fight him? That's only going to give him what he wants. Do you try to run away? Well, it's freaking Metal Sonic. How do you outrun that? And build the menace around his ever-escalating power and the lack of options and how to deal with it. I don't know if you need a sidekick in that particular scenario, because with Cell, he's basically your Jason Voorhees, your Freddy Krueger. He is the boogeyman. He's the Terminator. He's the singular entity that is hunting you down, and the drama and the characterization comes from those who are trying to resist this malevolent force of nature.
Mm-hmm. Well then, let's go ahead and get into this one here from Meta Mode. Is Rouge sleeping upside down canon? Please say yes.
As far as I know.
Sure, why not? It's never been shown otherwise, so yeah. Here's one from Miles Per Hour Davis. I wonder, did you guys watch the Dungeons & Dragons animation? Venger gave me nightmares.
I never did, no.
I didn't either. It's probably before my time, honestly. As most 80s cartoons were. Any cartoons that didn't survive past the 90s and get reruns later on, I never really saw. So, yeah, I don't think I saw the D&D cartoon ever. I hear it was okay. Like, it was a pretty decent cartoon for the time. So, but that's about all I know. Here's one from Miles the Per Hour. We've seen robots in the Sonic series powered by Chaos Emeralds and even obtain super forms, though those tend to happen with the Master Emerald. But what would happen if they were powered by Anarchy Barrel or got a super form from it?
They'd probably be especially fast and powerful and dangerous for a little bit, and then instead of shorting out and depowering back to your base form, they just fall apart. Circuits fried, metal corroded, joints exposed, just Ugh, bad time.
Truly the Scrapnik. Here's a question from My Fish Eat Rocks. Does Cream harbor any resentment towards Sonic after being spin dashed off a building by him during the events of Sonic Heroes? Probably not, but she should.
No, but, by the same token, Sonic doesn't really hold a grudge against her for using that weaponized water baby to smack him in the face and throw him off the office building.
The question is, which of those fights is canonical?
Well, Team Sonic got away, according to Amy.
Yeah.
So either they knocked Team Rose off the building and left, or they accidentally just yeeted the entire team off the building, and that's how they escaped.
All right, whatever.
Hero's Tales is like, and no, Sonic, we're falling! And Sonic's like, okay, and they run.
Wow, look at all these Eggman's robots! Thanks to that game, I still call them Eggman's robots like that. I probably will never stop. Just like a lot of other things, I will never stop. Here's one from Nils. Hypothetical scenario time. Sonic movie dance battle scene, but for some reason with Surgeon Kit. How does this go, and how many survivors will there be? I'm going to say 2, and it'll be Surgeon Kit.
Oh, first, she tries the dance off. Because, it's one thing to beat someone up. It's something else to beat them at their own game. Except Kit doesn't have the fancy tech to give them all the holograms and music and special effects.
Yeah.
And Kit, put immediately on the stage is just going to withdraw, even with Surge's bullying. That's not going to help. So, she puts on some good moves, but the rest of the crowd is like, boo. And then she's like, all right, fine. And then she cleans house. And as you said, there's 2 left.
Yeah, pretty much. I was going to say. Who lives? 2 people. Those 2. That being said, I would like to see them doing a freaking awesome dance scene to the Bowser's Castle from Mario Kart 8 version of Uptown Funk, because that version freaking rules, and it's metal as hell. So I would like to see that. Here's one from Professor Scruffy Matt. When King Max was rescued from the Zone of Silence and started to crystallize, his crown and the Sword of Acorns were the key to restoring him. So why couldn't the Sword of Acorns heal him again after he got paralyzed in battle? Sure, the sword was stolen almost immediately after he was injured, but even after the sword was recovered in issue number 100, Max remained in a wheelchair until after tossed in space. Do you have any thoughts about why the sword couldn't be used on him in this case?
The sword healed magical damage, but not physical damage?
Okay, why not? Why not? Here's one from Rhythm Raccoon. Is it enough?
Never.
No, it's never enough. Of course not. This one is from Scourge Time. In an alternate timeline, Archie STH is still running, and they ask Ian if they can bring Scourge in for the 4th Sonic movie in 2026. How would you introduce/design him for the movie? And of course, how will this movie go from start to finish? That's right, Ian. I want you to tell me give me the whole full plot synopsis.
Well, the first funny thing is, I guess, saying this at all. He's a licensed property. They get to call the shots on that. How it would work in the movie? Well, the movies have already established a multiverse, multi-dimensional stuff anyway. So hand-waving the evil side of things would be fairly easy. Or maybe just go even simpler. Don't get into the whole evil duplicate nonsense and just say he's another super speedy hedgehog. He's got his battle scars. That's where the Roman numeral 2 on his chest comes from. That's the style he wears. Maybe he doesn't wear the jacket and shades initially, but circumstances lead him to Earth, and he finds that in children's apparel somehow.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
That motorcycle's too big for you. Your Hot Wheels, then. Give it to me. As for what is he there for? I don't know, man.
I don't know. What's Sonic there for? Just chilling.
Like Robotnik survives because of course he does, and enlists Scourge to help wreck things. Like, maybe he's scouting the multiverse for a new companion that he can utilize, and he just finds Scourge being a delinquent and an anarchist in his home world. And it's like, hey, you like breaking stuff? I know a place where you can have lots of fun. It's like, there's no challenge on my world anymore. Well, what if I showed you a blue hedgehog that could give you a challenge? And then he shows up to cause trouble and be a jerk. And Sonic's all like, oh, wait, I've been through this before with Knuckles and presumably Shadow. You seem like you're a big jerk to begin with, but we can work things out as long as we find common ground. Scourge is like, nope, and tries to drown him. And, we all have a laugh because it's funny.
Are you asking for a challenge? Oh. Yes.
Maybe Gunn successfully manages to capture a hedgehog for once and Scourge gets locked away, but he'll be back. He promises for the direct-to-video fifth installment.
Oh, come on. We don't have direct-to-video anymore. Well, we do.
Direct-to-streaming.
Direct-to-streaming, yeah. But even then. Will Ben Schwartz be the voice of Scourge? I hope so. Because, if he's an alternate reality version of Sonic, technically. Although, I guess, sounds like he wouldn't be in this universe necessarily. But still.
If not, make it Nicolas Cage.
What? What?
You can't tell me that wouldn't be interesting.
Well, you got
Nicolas
me.
Cage attempting to do an anarchist, belligerent teenager.
All right.
Not saying it would fit.
No.
Not saying it would be good. I'm just saying it'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would be. It sure would be. Anyway, on that bombshell, let's get into this question here from Scurvy Pirate Dog. You're about to go to bed in your Sonic pajamas as the Sega Stormtroopers break in and kidnap you. Oh, they've upgraded to Stormtroopers now, or downgraded? I'm not sure which. They take you aboard the Sega Death Star. So the Death Egg? Where you're tied to a chair, and there is Emperor Izuka, and he says, my apprentice Darth Flynn, everything is canon, so I'm tasking you with making every Sonic TV show and the OVA canon to the game timeline. You can make changes to the shows, except for Robotnik, as he is in each show. He must also be in the game timeline. If you say no, you'll be forced to watch the Minions for all eternity with just a Big the Cat plush to keep you comfort. So, how will you do it?
I don't know. If that big plush is replicated to proper size, I might just pull it on top and end my suffering rather quickly. The sweet embrace of my lord, and I will never have to look at a minion again.
It's true. It's true.
I mean, if you want to just say that all the various incarnations in media are just part of the Sonic multiverse, there you go. That's the cleanest, easiest example. Sure, Adventures of is canon in its own little universe. Sonic Boom's canon in its own little universe. The OVA, yep, over there, its own universe. Land of Darkness, Land of the Sky, they're different dimensions, yes, but contained in their own pocket universe.
Mm-hmm.
Reconciling them all to the game timeline? No. Come to me, oh big, release me from the shackles of this cruel fate. I breathe deep of your plush and never again.
That sounds kind of comforting, I like that. The sweet embrace of death via big. I'm okay with that. Be like getting laid on by a Snorlax.
The mental image of me trying to fit into some kind of Darth Vader cosplay, I wouldn't look like a cyborg. I'd look like an Instapot.
Oh, no.
Why is he huffing? Is it because he was burned in the volcano? No, he's just fat. This costume's really heavy. What is your bidding, my master? Oh,
I did that joke in Spaceballs. Come on, man. Get some original material.
Hey, if you're going to rip off from the best.
Well, I mean, that's true. That's true. Good point. All right. Our last question before we take a break is from Smiley21. In February, I'll be visiting Universal Studios and heard they'll be opening a Mario World soon in one of their parks. If they were to open a Sonic's World sometime, what do you think it should include? Like rides, restaurants, shops, etc. Let your imagination run free.
Well, you got to have a roller coaster that goes through one of the zones.
I mean,
loops are right there.
Just bring back the Sonic Spinball Whizzer roller coaster. Maybe don't call it the Spinball Whizzer, though. Although maybe you should, because that's hilarious.
One of the dining venues needs to be the burger shop out of Station Square.
And another one needs to be Medburger.
And have like the chili dog vendors from Unleashed around the park, and like you can get a stamp card for each one you go to, so you can get your chili dogs from around the world.
Yep, and your delicious ice creams. Yep, I have a mighty need. It's true.
Whole area needs to be themed on Twinkle Park,
including the music.
Or
constant loop of that music.
Go off the beaten path and you go to the Hall of Mirrors and it's like, I don't think I'm in the right attraction anymore. And then it becomes like a haunted house and somebody in this big old Zero costume comes after you. Ooga booga booga booga.
Oh, God. Oh, no. But also, oh, yes. Yeah.
Slap a loony or toonie into a little egg prison and press the button. You get like a random gotcha plush of one of the small animals. Or have a bunch of like carnival type games and win more of those.
A suggestion I'm getting is a daycare area themed after Sonic's Schoolhouse. Might be a little terrifying, honestly. Sonic's Schoolhouse is a little funky 90s PC weirdness, but
if you need like a daycare area / younger kids part of the theme park, that's your Chow Garden.
Oh yeah, of course.
If it's indoors, make it a whole VR experience. A little holographic Chow running around the playground.
Yes, a good old Mean Bean. You gotta have the Mean Bean.
Yeah, have the Mean Bean. You know the ride with the little airplanes that go in a circle and they can go further out or come in.
Yeah,
those are all Eggmobiles.
Oh, okay.
Or no.
They're like Eggmobiles and
chase. Huh? Sometimes you're in a tornado. You can be in an Eggmobile.
Yeah.
Someone's flying in a Nebulon or on top of a Valkyrie.
I was just about to say, like, you could do several different ships, including the tornado. Like, they're all different, Everyone's fighting over who gets to be in the tornado, though.
Have a music plant theme stage where everybody kind of like dance around on giant keyboards.
I don't remember this, but apparently there was a giant evil ball pit from Adventures of.
But there you go.
Put your ball pit in there. Tiny sad ball pit off to the side with nobody there. Oh wait, no, that was something else. Never mind.
I mean, obviously you've got the various mascot character costumes wander around the park waving to people and whatnot.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sad. I want to go to this.
I know. It's going to be themed after Green Hill Zone for the most part, though, right?
Just the roller coaster. I will accept it if it's just the freaking roller coaster.
Like the main...
Because then you can have stuff like, you do the loop-de-loops, and then you go through a tunnel that seemed like the underwater caverns that they did in Mania.
I suppose.
You can have some variety in there.
Yeah, but like the main theming of the Mario world is just like it's kind of like, I guess the new Super Mario Brothers games, it looks like to me. It's Mushroom Kingdom. And that's the main sort of thing, and they don't really have much in terms of anything beyond that. So I feel like they're just going to go
what Nintendo don't.
I just feel like they're going to go the easy way out because of course they are. But man, it would be cool to see. It would be a lot of fun. All right. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to head on to this theme park in our imaginations, and then we'll be back with more on the BumbleKast.
Hydro City Water Park.
We're back. We got this question here from Sonic Mania 2099. Now that Surge and Kid are officially dead, along with Starline, what can we expect from more dangerous villains? Hey, spoiler alert.
Wait, what? No. When did this happen?
I don't know. They're saying it. Who's dead?
They didn't.
Oh.
They're not.
They're not dead? Oh.
No.
Okay,
spoiler
good.
alert, they're not.
Okay, I'm glad that Cheetah's not dead. I'm so glad that Cheetah's not dead. I mean, those two. Yes. I don't know. Why would they think they're dead? Do you have any idea?
I don't know, because the last time you see them, they're pretty clearly making their escape.
Okay. Well, maybe they died in our hearts. Nah, they will never die.
Unless this is a meme joke that I'm not getting, in which case
I have no idea.
And why.
I have no idea. I can't keep up with this fandom, Ian. I can barely keep up with myself. Here's one from Sonic. So in the current context, was Tails and Eggman calling Classic Sonic that Sonic from another dimension a mistake? Like Classic Sonic being from another dimension / alternate timeline is just a theory Tails and Eggman both had to explain why the future did not change or was not completely erased despite time being messed with by Time Eater?
That could work. You could say that, time is the fourth dimension, so technically time travel is dimensional travel? Anybody buying that?
Remember, guys, Ian is just the messenger on this stuff. He didn't make this decision.
I honestly don't know if there I honestly don't know what the official word is on that hiccup, if there ever will be one. It may be just one of those things where it's kind of like, yeah, well, that was then, this is now.
Here's a question from Sonic PAJ. You've seen him before. I've seen him before. The strange Sonic old character that appears from Sonic CD's sound test with the inscription, "Fun is infinite with Sega Enterprises," signed by Majin. The name the fandom has attached to the character. But let's say you were to write a story with this odd fellow. What kind of personality would you give him? Would he be the Mr. Mixospitalik of the Sonic universe? Would he be Robotnik's latest robot? Would he just be Sonic in a goofy mask? The possibilities are infinite.
Yeah.
He seems to be associated a lot with Deltarune guy.
Dang
it.
What's his name?
Yeah, we're both blanking on his name, I guess. Mr.
Jevil?
No. The
Sans?
Spamton. There we go.
Oh, Spamton. Okay.
God, if I freaking remember, I can't remember shit. Anyway. Yes, Spamton.
Okay, I can see that. Sure. Man, maybe it would be just better to rip off Toby Fox and just make him Sonic Spamton.
Oh boy. He
Afraid you'll die. Don't worry, you can always continue.
Thank you, Toby. Hopefully he won't mind.
Sonic's underwater and he just sees the guy standing there as if it's nothing. He starts it looks like he's waving at him. And then he says, 5. And then he's now waving with just 4 fingers. 4.
Oh dear. He's turned into the Sonic's G-Man.
The right hedgehog in the wrong place can make all the difference in the game.
You've done it. We've now combined 3 memes into one. Somehow.
Wake up, Sonic! Wake up and smell the flickies.
Here's a question from Steph Cube. I personally wouldn't like to see Sonic cry, so I like that mandate. But in the last issue of Scrapnik Island, we saw that he cried Mecha Sonic's tears. Was that an exception because they weren't technically his tears or his pain? We shouldn't expect this to change anything, right?
really funny comparing this to last episode. The complete other side of the coin. I wasn't part of the script. I wasn't part of the approval process. I would assume that it being a technicality did come into play, but as we've established, Scrapnik Island defies anything I thought I knew about the series. So maybe it was okay. I don't know. But again, I don't see Sonic as a weepy boo-hoo type of character. I don't see him as someone who openly cries readily. So I don't foresee it happening again anytime soon.
All right. Here's this question from Sun. It's the annual Mook Off. Second-rate Sonic villains from across realities gather together to battle in a test of strength, smarts, and 2-bit petty villainy for Eggman's entertainment. Between Rough and Tumble, the Super Special Sonic Search and Smash Squad, the Hooligans, and Sleet and Dingo. Who wins? Where's Orbot and Cubot?
Officiating.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, they're up in the stands. Oh, look, it appears Fang is sneaking up on Rough and Tumble. I don't think you should be saying that directly into the mic. Actually, that would probably be role reversal there. Cubot's the one who's pointing out the petty vengeance coming in, and it's like, you do know our mic is live, correct?
Yes. Okay, Orbot and Cubot are commentary. I like it.
The contest of smarts is an oxymoron with this team, or any of them.
Well, I mean, who's the smart? It's a relative scale.
I could see, like, Coconut's directing Grounder and his seemingly infinite arsenal in his arms to counteract Sleet and Dingo with Dingo's bizarre mutagenic properties. But the two of them get so hung up on what tool would be best to just, make the challenge easy that they miss the forest for the trees. And, Fang's already cleared it with Marvelous Queen. Rough and Tumble have cleared it on their own ability. Bark isn't going to take part of any kind of skullduggery himself, but the minute somebody ties his scarf to a flagpole so he loses the 100-meter dash, he's going to rip that flagpole out of the ground and start whooping people with it. Everybody thinks Fang's being super show-offy at target practice because he stepped way back from anybody else. Except he's not shooting the targets. He's shooting everybody else aiming at the targets.
I feel like the smartest one here would just be Bark, actually.
Generally, he's not going to fall for the shenanigans of the others until he gets pissed off. And then he's going to kind of get involved.
Good point.
And ultimately, it just ends with Bean blowing everybody up.
Yeah. Ultimately,
which is why this year ended the exact same as all the previous years.
Nobody wins except for Eggman, who had an entertaining show, I guess. Here's a question from Superior Pizza. Don't know if you've seen the Sephiroth versus the Mario Brothers meme, but how would Sonic and Sage react to the brothers showing up out of nowhere during the final fight with the End and easily taking down the End Mario and Luigi style like the meme?
Haven't seen the meme, but I'm pretty sure I get what it is with that description.
Yeah.
And, it's the big dramatic charge as they're coming in. Sonic's making the declaration they need to unite to stop this thing, and then here come the brothers. Wahoo! Stomp and bop it and smash the moon, and so Sage and Sonic are just kind of hanging out in space, and oh well. She's like, well, that threat is gone. I now control the Titan. All glory to my father. And she starts attacking, and then you got Supersonic versus Supreme in space, and Sonic beats up the Titan and holds onto the hard drive and flies it back and kind of tosses it to Eggman. Yeah, she's a chip off the old block. Go home.
Like, you got a few bugs to work out.
What do you know? She's perfect exactly the way she is.
Here's a question from the ID card. We've seen Tails interact with Sonic and Amy a lot, but not much with Knuckles. In most Sonic media, their interactions are usually very brief. and it's typically when Sonic is present. I haven't read the Archie comics, but is this something you or any other writer working on the IDW run think of taking into consideration for future narratives?
It's definitely a thought. When we were putting together the Tails tube with Tails and Knuckles, it was kind of a question of what is their relationship? How do they interact? They've been together in a number of games, but they don't really interact that much. How do you do an episode around it?
Mm-hmm.
So that was mostly Tyson Hess's work. So, he's amazing, and therefore it turned out fantastic. But it is something that I'd like to, see more of and, have a reason to go to at some point.
Yeah, I would like to see it too. It's kind of weird. And it even, honestly, even with Amy, Sonic is still around a lot with that too. So, So, yeah, I don't know. Need to get that fox boy out of the hedgehog shadow. For real. Here's a question from True Cosmic Digilab 79. Ian, if Capcom has you and your team make a Mega Man game with an all-lady Robot Masters to fight, what would the game be like?
Well, first off, I need a team. Who's on my team?
I'm on your team.
When did I get a team? Do I have to pay a team?
I don't know. I'd presume Capcom would be paying the team.
Oh, that would be nice. Okay. Well, now I need to know who my team is.
All right. I don't know. Get your team together, buddy. I don't know. In the meantime, I guess you just make a Mega Man game, but instead of every boss ending with the word man, they'd all just end with woman.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Let's see. Maybe bring back Splash Woman just because she was the pioneer.
Honey woman. Make her
canon. Maybe, we have Vesper Woman, who
if
was the spiritual successor.
Whichever. I don't know, man. Whichever they let you use, if they're like, no, you can't use any woman. Okay, fine. Vesper Woman, fine. Throw her in there.
Quake Woman, obviously.
Would Quake Woman be a boss, or would she be the second playable character? Or both?
Boss in the first playthrough, because it's Dr. Wily. He took over Robot Masters again. That's, bog standard. After you beat the game, then you get the new game plus, and you play as her.
Yes. I dig it.
There were some female Robot Masters in the latest cartoon, wasn't there? What was her name? Like Hypno Woman or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe give them a second lease on life. Maybe, I don't remember exactly what they look like, but maybe they need a pass to look more classic Mega Man-y.
Mm-hmm.
So that brings us up to 4, maybe 5?
Yeah. I mean, you could always make up some new ones.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I can do that off the top of my head, but, look at what Robot Masters have. We, let's see. Splash Woman, what was her power? Was that like a water shield? No, the Trident?
Trident,
yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's also the fact that most Mega Man bosses after 1 and before 9 were crowdsourced. They were the result of competition. So, hey, maybe bring back a design competition and
go
with some of those.
Folks go nuts over it.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And as boring as it initially sounds to have just another Wily takes over some robots and causes trouble plotline, I feel like it behooves us to do that again just so there isn't any kind of gender bias. Like, oh, he's fighting the female Robot Masters and therefore he has to be gentler, or he has to think of a way of not doing violence, or he needs to talk things out. No. Let the ladies throw down just as much as the guy bots. The formula ain't broke. It's simple, but just run with it and let Mega Man fight 8 Robot Masters.
There you go. Throw Roll in as another playable character.
Yeah, new game plus.
I was just thinking, have those two and then Tempo is the unlockable one. I'm down. Either way, I am here for it. Let's do it. Call us, Capcom. We are a team, but it's only us. So we'll need some help.
Maybe have them be a tandem group. So you've got Rock and Roll as active at the same time, but Mega Man's power set is more offensive, and rolls is more environmental navigation.
Mm-hmm.
So, she inherits the various powers and is able to navigate the stages in a way that Mega Man can't, but Mega Man can take on enemies in different ways because he is the trained combat robot. And then, since Quake Woman was meant to have seismic dampeners in her feet for exploration and geographic, digs, pair her up with Proto Man. Proto Man's the battle bot. She's the navigator.
I suppose. I was just thinking in terms of like, now I'm getting like Metroidvania vibes.
I'm thinking, a little Metroidvania, a little bit of Donkey Kong Country too. Swapping between Diddy and Dixie, swap between Rock, Roll, Proto, and Quake.
I'm also thinking like Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, where they say their name each time they swap, Rock, Roll. That would get really obnoxious really fast. Don't do that. Please don't do that. All right. Here's a question from Unknown Skull. Hypothetical scenario time. Let's say someone makes a terrible decision and melts a friend-turned Zombot to save their lives. Would the Zombot fix itself, or is it a goner? And would it be possible for a Zombot to regain their sense of self someday to scold their jerk friend?
We never really followed this thread. But the thinking was, if a Zombot got melted, that was it. That was like the one way to kill it, but you're killing the person at the same time. And that was too dark. That was way too dark.
Even for you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's like, do we have Blaze come in and like melt Zombots and make her a serial murderer for the sake of the world? No, we do not.
Why not?
Blaze is safe on her world. We just won't go down that path. We're not even consider it.
Oh, come on. Let Blaze
she does not need that baggage. Absolutely not.
Let Blaze have a little bit of wanton murder and destruction. She deserves it. She's earned it at this point. Come on.
You are a worrisome individual.
Listen, I just want people to be happy. And, I mean, you think a cat with fire wouldn't be happy throwing her fire around at everything? I mean...
No, that was her plot point. That was her signature grievance with existence.
Fine. You're not gonna let Whisper be a sniper and do sniper things, and you're not gonna let
she can snipe robots,
and you're not gonna let Blaze burn the world, despite the fact that she's like the freaking fieriest of fire cats. Man, you're not gonna let anybody have any fun. Oh well, we do still have one more question. Speaking of fun, this one here is from Wildcard717. IDW turns to you to write a Sonic dating sim game. The friendship/romanceable characters are Sonic, Amy, Tails, Knuckles, Tangle, Whisper, Belle, Starline, Surge, and Eggman. What are the good endings and bad endings for each character, and what is the trigger for each ending? I'm assuming you are playing as like some unknown, unnamed person and not Sonic, or I don't know. That would be kind of awkward if you were playing as Sonic. Trying to romance Tails. A little weird.
Weirdest DLC for Sonic Forces.
No, that's not. Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
Customize your avatar. Get them ready for the date.
Yeah, dude. Do you know Sega would print money?
Yeah.
They would print money once again, leaving it on the table. Yeah. Anyway.
I am absolutely terrified by this question because the idea of, attaching my name to it and having people come at me. Oh, you didn't write this arc right. This doesn't make any sense. This was clearly a better written ship. Why do you hate this other ship? No.
Well, I mean, if we go with this, you're shipping him with the player's avatar, at least. That's a little different than trying to ship the characters with each other.
I suppose, but...
But still, I know. I definitely understand the trepidation. And I would not blame you for not approaching this one. Unfortunately, I'm not creative enough to come up with
I mean, all
things
the
like this
good
off the top of
endings
my
are-
head, so
The good endings are just pretty much self-evident, you just get into a nice mutual relationship with each of the characters.
with Starline,
yeah,
Surge, and Eggman, even wow.
Those are a little more questionable, but I guess in those paths you become a villainous character yourself, and the two of you go off to commit crimes. Bad ends, that's where it gets way funnier.
The bad ending with Surge is she just literally just kills you.
She was like, thanks, it was fun. Sonic promises to show up for a date and runs off forever. Amy makes you dress up as Sonic.
Oh no.
Always. Forever.
No. Oh.
Awkward. Tails, you end up getting arrested because he's a minor.
Well, I mean, presumably you're probably along the same teenage lines.
No. Knuckles shatters your heart
still
and
funny.
leaves to search the world to gather up the pieces.
Rude, but funny.
Tangle launches the both of you off a cliff.
I mean, is that really a bad ending? Because if you're gonna go out,
Whisper doesn't trust anybody, so she leaves you forever. You accidentally pull Belle's tail and she kicks your head off.
Or you call her a clown.
You honk the nose.
Honk the nose. Yeah.
She goes full Chucky on you.
Oh, no, boy.
Starline invites you to take over the Eggman Empire with him, and then a rock falls on you both.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, Starline fans.
And sorry. Eggman thanks you for all the dating data, and now with that, he has managed to create a better you, Metal You. You are now superfluous.
I mean, honestly, that sounds like the good end. I guess there is no good end with Eggman, is there?
Well, the good end is what Starline thought he would get. You co-rule the Eggman Empire.
Yeah.
You go hunting that hedgehog.
I hate that hedgehog. Wow. Amazing. All right, this is great. I think this is a good way to end the show.
Well, it's a way to end the show at the very least. But there's an even more standard way to end it, and that's to give a big thank you to all the patrons over at patreon.com/BumbleKast, Ko-fi.com/BumbleKast, and our YouTube members. Big thank you to Daniel H., Jennifer R., James K., John B., Robotnicum, Sam Cybercat, Samuel P., Torchbound, Mike B., Andrew D., Dave M., Salute Your Cat, J. Frost, Coupling Crew 128, Noni, Hero of Flight 13, Professor Scruffy Matt, Chris A., Sony, Triforce Rico, Sonic, John M., Jib, Fiona M., Yami M., Lee H.K., Lisa M., Scurvy Pirate Hog, Baden Wolfsbane, Chevelle, Arcfighter, Keeper of Monsters, Axis, Xander Ernie the Painter, Tick Tick, Twilord, Starlight Sec, Jonathan D., Chaos Sonic 1, The Name is Sex, The Discayan, Solaire Stain, Cameron H., Nimerick, Godzilla, Nondel, Ink Thinks, Jolene B., Ava Arctic, Dove, Justin S., Just a Mountain Soul, Dadler the Dalek, Alex GS, Sonic Legacy, Yuma221, Jennifer H., Pedanticat, Les, Red the Supernamic, Nova Polyduo, Alpha Mono Yukin, Joshua S., Omega Watt, Jack the Animator, Z Broadcast, Of the Stars and Tales, Derusival, Preston M., Jay the Redneck, Genzel, Noah M., Kojiro Highwind, Awesome Cakester, Wildcard 717, Supersonic Fan, Sonic 84, Radry, Chase L, Tetsuya the Wise, Mancher, Indabend, Miles the Prower, Navarre, Exadel, Agent Kaz, Puppy the Scholar, Force Sonic Fan, Rhythm Raccoon, Pig Dan 20, Wheelie Doe, Sandra BH, Shimmy M, Aiden S, Curly Quills, Angela V, In Zephyr, Smiley 21, Sammy S, The Marble Gardener, Mox, Mickey Sawdust, Sterling Sonic, Crooker, Vlad, Conga, Windskull, Supernova, Superior Pizza, Sonic PAJ, Philip is Cold, Thickoff, The Crucified Devil, Loop, D Loop, Omega Man 21, Thievius, Michael P, Dominic the Raccoon, Planet Breezy, Delta God 77, E200 Paragon, Razor, Unity, Kedrian, Lori L, Native Nerd 27, Jason G, Cody G, Nils, Sir Needlemouse, SB, My Fish Eats Rocks, The ID Card, Phil C, Jonathan F, Hip Kid Brick, Levi C, Lacey M, Amazing, Lucky Lychee, Samoth Star, Dead Air, To Act Too Soon Could Seal Their Fade, Raccoon Shinobi, Normal Person, Marcy H, Caswell, Mr. Murderbird, The Giant Murdering Bird, OK Cheese Stick, Adrian W, Zaylock, Nebula Noob, Tetsu Knife, Ultra Guy, Crowbo, Solato 02, Sonic Mania 2099, Hadronis, Noob 600, Paley, Bug Party, Guts, Jihan S, Zoom, Sunblister 16, Danny the Light, Razor, True Cosmic Digilab 79, Sapon Sirion, El Technopada, Butter Noodles, Miles Prower D, Frost the Hobbidon, Metamode, Wheels 282, Hedgehog, Jamal S, Excel Hedge, Scourge Time, Seth Cube, and Unknown Skull.
Wow. Just that list. I don't know how it happens. It's just incredible, and the fact that it keeps growing is even more amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Slowly approaching 200 names, so there you go.
Woo!
That's going to be it for now. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and we will see you next time on the BumbleKast.
See you in the next one. Twilord, you can date whoever you want, so long as you get consent. So.
Just, I have baggage. I'm a single father of 40 million.
Seems like he would be okay with that. You've been listening to the BumbleKast, a co-production of Bumble King Comics and the KNGI Network. Original theme music composed by Ken Coda Snyder. Remixed intro by T-Lopes. Find out more information, along with podcast feeder links, MP3 downloads, and more at bumbleking.com and kngi.org. Don't put the space in between Hydro and City just to keep things fun,
An aggressively rough wave pool where the water's tinted like Mega Mac.
Oh, no, not the purple food
And when
color.
it's time to close the park, you start playing the drowning music.
No! Oh, no. Oh, no. But also, oh, yes. Man, Ian, you could make a lot of money from this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go figure. Sega leaving money on the table. It wouldn't be the first time. Definitely won't be the last.